Hello everyone, John Shipshock here. Welcome to week 5 of our golf fitness program. You can see I'm holding a club here today because Pat and I'd like to show you a little recap of our first 4 weeks, and I'm going to get into some golf movements now.
Good, so week 1 and week 3 we touched on shoulder health. So with shoulder health, strength, and flexibility, that's going to help you and John in particular right here get that nice turn, open up his shoulders, keep his positions where he wants it, his elbows, and then swinging through, maintain that whole position, coming all the way through, square, all the way following through, nice, strong position. Good, so we worked 1 and 3 week shoulder health. We did 2nd and 4th on hip mobility, hip strength. So that's going to help John stay in his positions, turn his back to the target, and then following through that golf swing, maintaining that good torque posture coming through. Again, that hip mobility is going to pay dividends. Now we're going to focus on week 5, core strength. So again, we did the shoulders, we did the hips. Core is going to tie everything together. So core is going to keep him more efficient. He's going to stay down on that position longer, maintain that proper position, and then he's not going to wobble, balance, fall off. Instead, he's going to be engaged and ready to go.
Right, so before we get into it, Pat, for those of you who have a keen eye to it, you can tell as I was finishing through, I actually was fighting my balance a little bit. So I have room to improve my core, and I know through doing these exercises, as I improve those, I'll have better balance. And balance is so important in our golf swings.
Absolutely. And core, again, that's what we're going to do today. It's week 5, so you haven't done core yet. That's what we're going to do today. So the first movement we're going to start with is going to be a plank position. So what you're going to do, you're going to hold this for 1 minute. Again, you can modify anything. So John's doing a great job. His shoulders are above his hands. He has a nice hollow position. He's not arching his back. He's not dipping. He's breathing through the movement. You can do this on your hands. You can do this on your knees to make it easier. Positions, keep your hands, weight on the hands as well, or you can do it on your forearms. Again, feet off. Again, butt down a little. We want a flat position. Perfect. We're going for 60 seconds. If that's too challenging, you can do 30 seconds. You can do 2 sets of 30 seconds. You can do 3 sets of 20. Whatever you need to do to maintain that power. Good. Come on up. From there, we're going to the side plank. So same position, except we're going to roll over our side. This is going to target those obliques more than the anterior position. Obviously, your obliques are incredibly important for that golf swing. So John's doing a great job acting like he's in a thin hallway. His elbow is underneath his shoulder, his feet on top of each other. Perfect. If this is too challenging, you can go down to your knees. So if you're on your knees, you're going to bend your feet just like that, and then straight up. Good. This position's a little easier, but again, you want to feel this in your obliques. Again, keeping that shoulder or elbow underneath your shoulder. So you're going to do 30 seconds one side. We're going to flip to the other side. And then we're going to do 30 seconds on this side. So straight up. Again, notice how John's not leaning forward or back. He's acting like he's in a thin hallway, really engaging his obliques, breathing through this movement. Again, 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. Good. What John is going to do next, he's going to be in the plank position again. What he's going to do, he's going to be nice and wide. He's going to keep his hips still. He's going to reach all the way across with his hand on one side and then all the way back. He's doing a good job maintaining, staying nice and level rather than opening up your hips. So side to side, he's going to do 20 total of these, so 10 each side. If this is too challenging, you can go to your knees and do this. Again, when you're on your knees though, you still need to keep that pressure on your hands because that's going to engage your core more. So you can go on your knees, a little easier, off your knees. The plank position is a little harder, but very doable for John. So the last one we're going to do, lying on his back, he's going to do an atomic sit-up. So what he's going to do, he's going to sit up all the way as high as he can, and then he's going to bring his knees in, and he's going to really pinch your feet, pulling in like you're squeezing a lemon between your knees and your chest. He's going to go back up, all the way down. There you go, and then do that again. We're going to do this 10 times. As he's coming up, he's breathing out, and then he's pulling his feet in. Good, and then all the way down.
Shouldn't be using your arms to pull them in.
So just at the top you can pull in. Yep, and then all the way back down. He's going to come up. You can do one motion, or you can do staggered, up, and then knees in. Good. Breathing out as you're coming up, and then all the way back. You're going to do that for 10 total reps. Again, this is the 4th movement of this circuit. Yep, big pull in. There you go. Keep it in steps. If this is too hard again, modify just coming up with your upper body first. One more time. There you go. Again, this is going to be dividends with staying on that position when you're swinging that golf club, not following, working on that balance and core integrity. Good. So what you're going to do, you're going to go through that whole thing for 12 minutes straight, as many rounds as you can, staying fluid, staying in control. Use the modifications as needed to make them easier or harder like this.
Everyone have fun with it, and we will see you next week for week 6.